Hey guys, it's Christian from Poppy Avenue Clean Beauty Bar, and today I'm going to be doing a makeup look inspired by the holiday that we have coming up. I thought it would be really fun to film a very festive look if you are just wanting to have a little bit of fun, makeup pop this year. Maybe you're going to watch fireworks, maybe you're boating, maybe you're just outside grilling, I don't know, and you just feel like, hey, I want to have a festive look. I feel like this is going to be the look for you. It features a ombre wing liner with the Kosas 10-second eyeshadows. We have a really bright red lip, bronze skin, and a ton of highlighter on our skin to give the effects of a July 4th sparkler. So I hope you guys have fun watching this tutorial. If you try it out, let us know, and we'll see you guys soon in our next video as well. So the first thing I'm going to do is apply a little bit of like a kind of like skin cocktail foundation today. I feel like for July 4th weekend, depending on what you're doing, maybe you're going to the fireworks, or your county has a little bit of a party, or you're hanging poolside, or just something, I just feel like that's kind of like the July 4th spirit, is something outdoors. We don't really want a heavy weighted foundation on, so I'm going to do a really light foundation with a good setting powder. So this is something that I like to do when I just want a little bit of a coverage, but nothing too heavy. So I'm going to start by using my Kosas. This is the Revealer Concealer, and I am in the shade 0.5 Neutral. And so I'm just going to start by adding the coverage where I feel like I need it. So definitely in the under eye area, I'm going to apply a swipe on the chin. And then definitely I need a little bit of coverage at the center of my forehead. But of course, depending on the time of the month, or you know, how your skin's doing, you may have different places that you're placing concealer. Maybe you don't even need a concealer for this kind of event. And then next I'm going to apply a couple drops of the Desert Moon Illuminating Oil, and I'm going to take it right out of the tube, and I'm going to apply probably about 4 drops to my little metal tin. And I'm going to take a rounded kabuki brush, and I'm going to, while I work this in on my skin, apply a little bit of those luminous drops as we're buffing in the concealer, just for a really glowy skin, but not too much heavy coverage. As you can see, this just gives us a really luminous look, but it doesn't feel like I have a ton of foundation on or a lot of coverage, because like I said, if we're going to be outside and having fun, we want to make sure that our makeup is definitely wearable. So I'm going to set it with the Kosas Cloud Setting Powder. And this Kosas powder is really nice because it's the only setting powder that you can use that's not going to take away your glow, but it's going to set your makeup. So I'm going to set it in places that I know I'm going to need it, like maybe right underneath my eyes. I'm going to set it right on my chin. And I like to just use pressing motions just to give myself like a really flawless, pore minimized complexion. And then definitely just right here on the center. I usually just like to tap this powder starting in the places that I use the concealer, because that's usually where you're going to need to set it the most. So I'm going to go in with a little bit of bronzer. I'm using my favorite Kosas bronzer, and this is in the shade medium. I do typically on a normal day use the shade light, but because I want my makeup to pop a little bit, and because I've been getting a little sun, my mom and I have been doing outdoor boardwalk yoga, so my freckles and everything are definitely starting to show. So I feel like with a little bit of a deeper bronzer, it makes my skin actually look blended. Is take the contracroma. This is the blush duo from Kosas, and I'm going to apply this a little bit higher on my cheeks. I like this blush shade because it's super neutral. It's not a really pink blush, but it's almost like a bronzy blush. So it's going to give you like a really nice like golden sunset bronzer blush look to your cheek, but not take away from the look. So for highlighter, I'm going to take us to the stars, just like fireworks. So I'm actually going to be applying two different highlighters. I would say highlighter is, again, one of my favorite products, and so since this is July 4th, I want it to be very, very sparkly and very fun. So I'm going to be using the Alchemist Aurora highlighter for your highlighter, as well as the Ether Beauty Diamond highlighter. So this is actually a highlighter topper so that it intensifies your highlighter look. So I'm gonna start first by using the Ether Beauty Supernova highlighter, and I'm just gonna tap it and really press this formula right into my skin. Since her formula is so creamy and like buttery, even though it's a powder, I feel like honestly using her fingertips really activates the formula and presses it so naturally into your skin for like that really fun glow. I'm also gonna put a little bit on my nose. I know a lot of people do or don't like a nose highlight, but I'm 10 out of 10 a fan of highlighter pretty much absolutely anywhere. I'm also gonna tap a little bit on my chin, and I'm gonna apply, since I'm wearing this like haltery top that even shows my like shoulders, I'm gonna put a little bit on like my collarbone so that it looks like the highlighter doesn't just stop on the face, it like goes a little bit into the body too. So then I'm gonna top it off with the Alchemist highlighter for your highlighter, and this is the shade that's really like buttery golden. So I'm gonna start by applying it, ooh, got a little bit too much by the hairline, right over the top of where I have the Ether Beauty one. And I'm gonna drag it into my cheekbone and around my eye, because again, I really like highlighter, but you definitely don't have to go this far into your skin. But as you can see, it just adds like that really fun pop of sparkle. In store, I actually sometimes, if a little girl comes in shopping with her mom and she wants princess sparkles, I say that I'll apply some to her cheekbones, and this is the product I use because if it's safe enough for us to use, it's definitely safe for kids to use versus some of that other stuff that is on the shelves nowadays. So it adds some princess sparkles, but in a very safe way, and it always makes them smile. So that's always the best part. So the first thing I'm gonna do is start a fun look with the eyes. So we're going to be doing a eye look featuring the Kosas 10-second eyeshadows as a ombre wing liner. But I'm gonna prep my eyelids just a little bit because that's gonna be like the main focus of the look. So I don't really want a whole lot of eyeshadow going on, but we're gonna apply just a little bit just to give us a little bit of depth to the eye. So I'm gonna first start off with the Elate shadow, and this is in the color Earthen. It's one of my absolute favorite eyeshadows for just like that barely there neutral brown that's not super dark, it's not super warm, but it's not like completely cool tone. It's just like the perfect brown in my opinion, especially for my skin tone, but there's definitely a variety of browns in their line that I feel like are great crease shades for an everyday like natural look. I don't know if you can tell, but my brush is like picking up some of that highlighter and bringing it into the eye look, which I'm not mad about. I'm not gonna lie, I love glitter, so never mad when there is a trail of glitter on your eyes. So the next thing I'm gonna do is take the color Soar, and this is like a very like just neutral, this would be like to my skin tone eye look. So I'm just going to press this on the lid and the outer or the inner part of my eye just to really soften everything and look like I have a little bit of color down. And then I'm gonna use the Earthen shade with a really small dome brush, and I'm just going to put a little bit of this on my lash line just to add a little bit of depth to the eye, but nothing too much. All right, so now this is the fun part. Here's where the color is going to start. So I'm going to first start off with the color Nitrogen from the Kosas, and I'm gonna shake it up a little bit because it is a liquid formula, and I'm applying a little bit of this actually to my little metal tin. And I've grabbed a little bit of a liner brush, and I'm going to grab the formula, and I'm just going to start shaping a small wing. Take a little bit of, this is Waterfall from Kosas, and it's a beautiful silvery powder blue, and I'm going to apply it on the tin again. I've actually got a really small little disposable liner brush that I use typically to apply eyeliner on other people, but it's so good at getting the inner corner. It's a super small little brush, and I'm just going to start by going in at that inner corner. And then where I have that blue liner, I'm going to apply just a little bit so that it kind of marries the two together. So you've got this really fun dimensional blue wing liner. I am absolutely obsessed. I think this is so fun and pretty. I would wear this not even just on July 4th. This is so fun just for a good Saturday. And next, to add a little bit of sparkle to this eye look, I'm going to go in with the Ether Beauty Diamond Highlighter, and I'm just going to take it on a brush and pop just a little bit to the center of the eye, just to add that like firework effect to the inner part of our eye. To finish off our eye and makeup with ease, I'm not going to do too much to the brows other than apply a little bit of the Kosas brow gel, just to add a little bit of color but not deepen up the brows too much. And then I'm going to apply a very, very fun red lip because it's 4th of July, why not go all out? If you are somebody who is a little bit on the neutral and like this is a pop for you, you could definitely just throw over like a peachy gloss. This one's like Lily Logo Peachy Keen, and have this just be the you know, makeup pop to your look. But we're gonna go in with a really fun bright red from Kosas. This is in the shade Thrillest, and it's almost like an orangey red. It's personally my favorite red to wear myself if I'm going to be applying a red lip, because I feel like sometimes those blue tone reds are a little too cool tone for me. Okay guys, so this is the finished look. I think it would be super fun to sport this for July 4th. It's a clean beauty, easy look that doesn't require a whole lot. We've got a ombre blue liner. I guess I'm really into the ombre since our last video was an ombre lip. And then a fun, bold red lip from Kosas, and it's kind of like this really nice, bright orange red. I feel like it kind of helps contrast with the cooler tones that we have up on our eyes. So for me, I would feel like this is bold enough. You could add a lash if you're being extra fun and sassy, but I personally don't think sweat and lashes go together, especially if you're going to be doing outdoor activities. So I hope you guys enjoyed watching this very fun 4th of July inspired look. Leave a comment below if you would rock this look on this upcoming holiday weekend, and definitely tag us if you tried it. So we hope you guys have a very fun, clean beauty filled day, and we'll see you guys in our next video.